the last 10 days of Ramadan, and I think 22nd. I just wanted to share one story that happened to me a few years ago, and I saw Laylatul Qadr in my dream, and this happened. It was the 25th of Ramadan at that time, and actually I didn't pray anything in that night, but I stayed awake the whole night, and the only thing I did was cleaning the house. I I was living with someone who actually was not very nice to me and often insulted me, and was had a quite a bad temper. And but anyway, I I was patient with this you know roommate and stuff. So anyway, just this, I saw that there's a lot of dust in some of the areas that I hadn't noticed before. It's actually thick dust. So I decided to clean all the areas of the house because, actually, I remembered my roommate also had asthma, and I thought it's not good. Of course the house should be clean, and because also, this person had asthma, so I cleaned the whole house, and they were sleeping, nobody saw, and I didn't tell anyone. Just I cleaned for the sake of Allah. That may Allah accept and have mercy on us. And the whole night, just from the time of Aisha until the time of Fajr, I was cleaning the house, and I didn't pray anything. Just before the Fajr prayer a little bit, I sat and I started to make some zikr. I said Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar 100 times, and then I went to sleep. And in my dream, I saw one man. He was as if he was standing on the top of a house or something, and he was looking at the sky. He was not facing me, he was looking just at the sky. The sky was so clear, and it was like dark blue or something, or dark color, but very clear and very peaceful. And this is what I remember as well. That night was a peaceful night. Yeah, I just felt an inner peace somehow. And then this person was saying that tonight was Laylatul Qadr, and then I didn't know, if really it was Laylatul Qadr or not, because it was the 25th, and many people they're saying Laylatul Qadr usually is 27th. So I didn't really know for sure, but anyway, I called my one of my teachers, my Islamic teacher, and I told him that I seen this Laylatul Qadr. I mean, I saw this dream, this person saying that it was Laylatul Qadr yesterday, and he told me that actually in Lebanon there was one teacher or one sheikh or one man. He'd he'd seen Laylatul Qadr, and he'd called them and told them that he'd witnessed Laylatul Qadr, and they'd all woken up and started to pray. But of course they didn't tell me, maybe because I'm not from Lebanon. Um, yeah, so um, then he told me this is a very good sign for you. But I was wondering to myself, okay, how? Because only in this year I saw Laylatul Qadr in this way, in my dream, in this clear way. So what made me see Laylatul Qadr without praying anything? And I can only think that it was the act of being good to my neighbor, and maybe thinking about them when they were not being good to me, and cleaning the house, and having that intention for Allah, and doing so without telling anyone. This was a secret. I didn't tell them even that I cleaned the house, and I didn't tell them anything. Just I had this intention in my heart, and that was it. So I just realized that maybe you can do many good things. Maybe helping people and being good to people. Sometimes you can take more reward than praying the whole night, maybe. Yeah, so those people who have not been able to pray, they, anyone who has any work or anything to do, or they have to look after their family, or they have to work, just I think just if you can make your intention for Allah, and if you can try, and maybe if you can't pray, you can't read Quran, you have to do something, at least make your intention for Allah and try and maybe do some good deeds, help people. These maybe this will be counted, maybe and help you to see a little qadr.